Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
New activation and upfront payment for 3-month plan required. Taxes and fees extra. Additional restrictions apply. See mintmobile.com for full terms.
Me, I am a memoir. I said a memoir. We're going deep. We're going down too deep into the Regularverse. Oh yeah, the Regularverse.
Hello, Emily, and welcome to the
Regularverse. Regularverse.
No, that was too on key. You need to.
Oh no, you know what? I should do it like she does, where I whisper something. You're like, why are you whispering that? That's not the bit that you whisper.
Yeah.
Regularverse.
Thank you.
And now Karen at Bunnings. Regularverse. You know I love that tone that she gets.
Nice. Soothing. So yes, we are back. We've had a minute off, and I am feeling rejuvenated because we did have the remixes of Mariah. So
we
we've
did.
got some Mariah in us.
And I did, like, you enjoyed some of them.
I did. Remixes can be hard. You don't know what you're in
Yeah,
for.
because sometimes you get some like, oh, they've all phoned this in.
Yes.
This one's just to pad out the CD single. But some of them were like, what? She's done another version of I Still Believe.
Some of them were good versions of songs I hadn't liked.
Yeah.
So that is true.
That's exciting.
So I was like, you know what? Let's ride that wave straight into the Regularverse and ruin all of the good fortune.
Ruined our track record.
We've had. So today we will be doing love ?
Love?
Not sure. But there is so much. There's so many moments, and there's so much blog that I think we're just going to jump straight in, and we are going to go into a ProLo Moments.
ProLo Moments.
Oh, we have much in the world of ProLo at the moment.
Proing everywhere.
So Jen Reg has given an impromptu performance of the Gloria Gaynor hit I Will Survive.
Did she ever?
Yes, while at a bar in Italy. She didn't get out of her chair for it. She just sat there.
I know.
Wailing into the microphone. And look, I've sung that at karaoke, and it is surprisingly easy, and she still struggled. She did eventually get up on her feet, though, because she had to belt out Let's Get Loud.
Yes.
Trying desperately to outsing all of the Italian gays swanning around her. And look, 10 points for effort, Jen, but no points for pitch. Right. Because it was like, she sounded like she was struggling singing Let's Get Loud on the actual single. But pitch, I don't know her. She also Instagrammed herself eating pasta while she was in Italy. Like, it was like a weird, like, Italian mukbang video. You know, those ones where the women just, like, eat too much food. Like,
Did she, like, full hands in? And like...
No, but there was a lot of undignified slurping. Even though there was music, like, she was playing like, Dean Martin, you know, Hey Mambo, Mambo Italiano. She's playing that song really loudly, but then you could still hear her going with her gnocchi and then...
So she's doing the Sarah Jessica Parker eating, like on Sex and the City, where Sarah Jessica doesn't realize that it's like, you know, with like on-screen kissing versus real kissing.
Yes.
There's a difference. I don't think SJP has gotten that memo.
Oh, no.
So she just full like, I'm shoving that whole burger in my mouth.
Yeah.
And I think Jaylee's been watching a bit of Anne just like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's like, I'm so Carrie right now.
I'm so Carrie right now. I don't want to hear...
just on the tram.
I don't want to hear regular slurpage.
Because if it was Mariah... It would just be beautiful whistles.
If it was Mariah, it'd be like a dainty nibble.
I mean, she wouldn't
not
be
quite
eating,
on camera.
She wouldn't be eating it.
I know, because she only has a morsel.
Yeah, just a morsel.
Just a morsel. Yeah. Jen Lo, by the way, is under fire from her fans.
Oh!
They're horrified that the latest product she's hawking, she loves to sell something.
The booty
and
bar.
as we go through this album, we will discover how much she loves to sell something. So she's hawking a brand of alcohol. She's coming for Mariah's Black Irish Crown. I don't know why. It's called...
White Jamaican, is it?
It's called DeLola. It's a line of spritzes that she claims is lower in sugar than other brands and about the same alcohol as a glass of wine. And it's pre-mixed. So it's a spritz that's been pre-mixed.
Yum.
It's just like, it's just like an alcoholic Schweppes. It's just, when you get those agave or whatever they're called, those made-up flavours.
The lemon one, what's that called?
Oh.
A rusky.
Yeah.
Is it a rusky?
It's like a rusky.
Yeah,
It's like a Stolly cooler. Anyway, it's these. And look, I would suggest that unlike our Splash Happy Diva, the regular one does not drink.
I don't know, actually. I've not...
Well, her husband's a recovering alcoholic.
That's true. Well, not that would stop her, but...
But, Jen, there's money to be made. So she says, hell to the no with my morals.
I had them, but
So this was the anger of her fans. They're like, isn't it someone's birthday and you are hawking this alcohol that he's not allowed to drink because he's recovering alcoholic?
But that's when it's sad when you care more about Ben than Jen even. I feel like that's even lower on the totem pole.
Well, the other thing they were pointing out was how many big stars have a non-alcoholic range of alcohol-like substances. You've got your Bella Hadid. You've got your, married to Ryan Reynolds, and she was in the Gossip Girl.
The Lively?
Yeah, Blake Lively.
Yeah.
She's got a line. Like, there's a bunch.
I couldn't tell you the difference between the Bella Hadid and the Blake the Lively, but...
They're slightly different. Okay. One's a little taller. But yeah, so Jen's, people aren't happy about her hawking her new line of alcohol. Speaking of old Ben Pisspot, it was his 51st birthday. The fact that he's younger than me is quite devastating. I had no idea until this moment.
And his much older wife.
Much older wife. But she wished him a happy birthday on the gram.
Oh, thank you. She remembered.
She did.
Yeah, and his name as well, which is big.
She remembered his name. She wished him a happy birthday on the gram by singing.
Oh, was it Dear Ben?
Well, no, she was, thankfully, I mean, if anything's going to drive him back to drink, it's singing.
Well, because she's like, I want you to try my good alcohol, man.
Yeah, I've got this good alcohol.
Like,
you better get off the wagon for my new
People
venture.
need to see it.
Look, thankfully for everyone else, unlike poor Ben, the audio on her Instagram was the song that they were singing, which was Sam Cooke. So, we couldn't hear them singing.
Sure.
Because he was also singing. Which
she was lip-syncing for her life.
Yeah, But he was singing as well. They looked like they were actually singing in the car. Which
is cute, but we don't need to hear it. So that's good, thank you.
Obviously, someone on her social team has gone, oh no, we'll play the real song.
Yeah. They were trying to do couple karaoke.
Yeah.
And even Corden was like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, it's no good. She titled the post, are you ready for this?
I'm never ready.
Dear Ben, ... just to trigger me about that fucking awful song and its impending sequel.
I know, I can't wait.
You can't, but I can wait a very long time.
I'm going to have to wait forever.
Anyway, that's ProLo Moments.
Oh my God, wow. I don't think we should give anyone time to rest because we've just got to splash on.
Oh no, the blog! I forgot about
JBlog.
the blog.
Like,
I might need a splash of Delililo, even though I haven't drunk in 10 years.
See? The marketing's working. She's not a stupid woman. So, all right. Our blog on the JBlog, this one is called Hummingbird Christmas. Oh. So this is her festivities.
Is it really called on the JBlog? Because that sounds
it's on the
JLo.
JLo.
Oh, that's right. It's on the JLo.
But we call it
on the JBlog. Forgot that you were funny.
So you know what?
Funny sometimes.
Am I? Because I think this week a big chunk of this blog is straight from Jen's mouth because I could not write anything funnier
Jen's mouth
than what
to
she
her
did.
assistant to someone else.
We don't know who that is.
To an intern.
Yeah, they're in
an unpaid
They're in a
intern.
bunker somewhere.
They're paid exclusively in Delililo alcohol.
It's Ben.
Delulila.
It's just Ben.
Delililililil.
Ben in a basement.
Delililililil.
Now, we get a pic of Jen in a cute dress in front of a tree that would not be Mariah approved because there's stringy tinsel. And that's a no-no.
No, there's no tinsel. Stringy tinsel is not done.
J-Reg wishes us all a Merry Christmas and apologises for the delay in correspondence.
So she sent Merry Christmas in February?
No, I think there was like a big gap between like July, the wedding, and then...
Oh, and then Christmas.
And then Christmas.
Sorry, there's been a delay. I've been trying to get knocked up again. It's not happening. My husband's 50.
He's nearly 51. She doesn't give us a reason for why it's late, but does say she couldn't let this day go by without sending an email out to her faves.
Oh, her faves. Is that us?
Yes, I think so.
She hasn't heard this podcast.
No. Now we get some more pics of the tree. We get some mugs that also look like cookies or cookies that look like mugs.
What?
I don't know what they were. And a teacup with Queen on the side. Okay, sure. I guess Mariah was coming for Christmas. So she's like, just in case.
Look, don't try to make the holiday about you, love. There's other people who do that.
Now this whole next bit is a direct slap from.
Okay.
I cannot be funnier than this.
Okay.
I've been hunkering down at home and loving it since I wrapped my last movie. Just getting ready for the holidays. I like to create a theme for every holiday.
Okay.
As if Christmas isn't the theme.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to hook up my theme. I wrote a song called Hummingbird for my new album, This Is Me... now.
Oh, no.
To me, hummingbirds are messengers of love. They're very agile. Can fly forward, backward, and up. And down.
Are there any more directions?
No, but they are also the fastest bird. And sorry, they're the fastest bird, but they always have time to stop, eat something sweet, and smell the roses. I identify with them. But more than anything, when I see one, I feel like it's a sign. I feel like it's a sign from God that everything's going to be okay.
Very heartfelt. Don't laugh at it. Oh, you're crying. I understand. This is tears. These are tears. It's beautiful tears.
So I decided this year that the hummingbird would be the perfect theme. We have blended families, double the people, doubled the fun,
Okay.
doubled the love, doubled the presents, and wait, tripled the chaos.
What's that got to do with the hummingbird?
But I just wrote that's like 5 triple DPs, Jane. Like I don't.
There's more DPs there than you can actually
there is
cope with.
so much. This whole blog is going to take this whole episode. I'm not joking.
God, no, don't. I want that to be enough. Can we hold it off to next week?
I don't think we can.
Oh, no.
I wanted to have a tree in the house that was a hummingbird tree.
A hummingbird tree? Not a hummingbird cake? I'd prefer that.
Hummingbird tree, reminding us that everything done in love and with love will always be okay. Insert pic of Jen overdosing on the stairs. In brackets, I originally wrote overposing, but it autocorrected to overdosing, and that's more fun.
Overdosing on sincerity. I've had a sincerity attack. Someone call the doctor. I'm too sincere.
Now, there's more of the hummingbird.
No more
I might save some of this for next week, actually. But let's get the hummingbird done.
You need to.
I'll finish off the hummingbird of it all. I also picked hummingbird colours for my holiday party dress this year. It's a Gucci dress that I've had in my closet, which I bought a year ago, and I've been waiting for the perfect occasion to wear. I thought it was perfect for our hummingbird Christmas party.
Oh, hummingbird.
For the past 8 years, we've been doing a Christmas edition taco.
A Christmas addiction?
A Christmas edition Taco Tuesday.
What? I'm sorry. A Christmas edition Taco Tuesday.
Where we get together and dress up and sing Christmas carols.
So not at Christmas, but just regular Taco Tuesday.
Christmas edition.
A Christmas
Extra
edition.
festive
An extra
Taco
festive Taco Tuesday, where she has a fish taco with tinsel in it.
Stringy tinsel. During the pandemic, that went to the wayside. So this was the first time in a long time we were able to get together with people that we haven't seen in forever. The party was filled with family.
Tacos? No.
Also tacos. Family. Friends.
Tacos.
Colleagues. And people we've known from over the years. don't know where they fit in. They're not friends, colleagues, or family.
Interns.
We sang and danced and had the most amazing time. The end. That's not actually the end. There's more to come.
More.
But that'll be the end for now.
We'll hang that over.
So we don't kill
we'll hang that
ourselves.
over. We'll hang over until next week.
I think that second paragraph I nearly didn't put in, and then I saw Taco Tuesday, and I was like, I have to mention
Christmas Tuesday.
edition Taco Tuesday.
I don't understand.
Okay. So, in order to recover from that, we're going to split the blog into, if you don't have
All right,
mind.
yeah, please. We'll have more of that next week.
Which means...
Because we're going to be in the Regularverse for the next month, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
Which means it's time to get the lowdown on the down low.
Getting the lowdown on the down low. The down low. Down low. This is the album Love.
Is it the festive Taco Tuesday edition?
Festive Taco Tuesday edition of Love. It was released April 29, 2011, produced while she was pregnant with her twins. She says it's her most personal album to date. She says that about every fucking album. Pick an album that's not personal, most personal to date. Now, this was supposed to come out in 2010, like a full year earlier, when her film The Backup Plan came out.
Right.
That no one went to see. But when nobody listened to Louboutins, I mean, what were they thinking?
What?
We enjoyed it.
It was a song about shoes by J-Lo.
Yeah,
Perfect.
nobody listened to Louboutins, and she and Epic Records parted ways. Epic, of course, is part of Sony. So she was booted from Sony.
Right. And where did she go?
And parted ways, by the way, is celebrity for fired. I know that because I worked on a radio show.
I parted ways with her.
No, I worked on a radio show where we were told we're winding up the show at the end of the year, but we were told we're winding up the show at the end of the year. But we had to tell everyone we're winding up the show at the end of the year, and we're really excited, and we're concentrating on our stand-up careers. But yeah, so a lot of the songs leaked online way before they were on the album. Okay. So she followed Mariah from Sony to Island Def Jam.
I wonder how that came about.
I wonder if that had already happened. And so she went, oh, that's where you go, is it? I'll head down there.
Maybe she doesn't know there's other singers. Maybe that's why this whole thing's happened. She's like, I want to be a singer like Mariah Carey. Because I don't know any others.
I don't know.
She doesn't know me, that's for sure.
Yeah, she just has no idea. It's nothing she loves more than copying everything Mariah does. Like having a festive Taco Tuesday.
Get over it.
So she apparently timed the release of this album and the lead single On the Floor to coincide with a L'Oreal commercial she was doing during the Golden Globes.
Yeah, she's a busy girl.
And also being a judge on American Idol. Yeah. So she was very, very busy. So
maybe that's why Mariah went there, to like get her back. Like, you going to follow me? I'm going to follow you.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Oh, yeah. I'll come for your gig. Yeah. And you've been coming for mine for the last
And then
years.
I won't like it because it's regular, and then I'll leave. And then you can come back, I guess.
Yeah, you can come back. And people will go, oh, we thought she was going to be better. So this was a pretty big album in Australia. It hit number 12 in the Australian charts. It was a US Billboard number 5.
Okay, top 5.
It debuted at number 5 and then left.
It did an Irish exit. It had Taco Tuesday to get to.
So shall we head on into the singles?
We shall.
There are not many. But we'll head through the album. The first track on the album is the first single, which is On the Floor.
Yes.
Feat. Pitbull.
He's back.
You love Pitbull. It is written by, this is quite a list, Red One, Kinda Hamid, AJ Jr., Teddy Skyle, Bilal, the chef, Armando Perez, Gonzalo Hermosa, and Ulysses Hermosa.
I'm guessing there's some...
There is quite a sample in
here.
Produced by Red One and Cuck Harrell Cuck Harrell has taken over. He's works with the Tricky and the Dream.
Right.
Was like an engineer with them and has taken over from Corey Rooney as the vocal producer.
That might be a blessing.
That is a huge blessing, as we will discover. This was a single, of course. US Billboard charts, it hit number 3.
Yes.
It was a bona fide hit. And in Australia, numero uno.
Boom.
Big fat hit.
Yeah.
Jen is back.
The
low is back.
I remember this time.
Yes.
Because it was that point where
you were like,
people
that's
were
right.
putting
She used to be someone.
Yeah, people were being put out to pasture. She'd had kids. So it's like, well, you can't come back.
She's had kids.
And I remember that this song actually leaked, but it wasn't the single version. It was a version not unlike Beautiful, where the first half of the song was Pitbull.
Yep.
And even that version was still pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh yeah. He just went, instead of splitting up his feature, it was all at the front.
In one bit, yeah.
But the feedback was, why is J-Lo halfway through her own song?
Yeah.
And so they tweaked it and shortened it, and we had a hit. She had a shirt.
There is a video, of course, to go with this hit.
Okay. How do I do this again?
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot. We charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
New activation and upfront payment for 3-month plan required. Taxes and fees extra. Additional restrictions apply. See mintmobile.com for full terms.
It's the sax line.
Fabnopsis, it's on the floor with people and the Fabnopsis video.
So Jen, wearing her best hoodie and leather jacket, gets dropped off by her boyfriend / Uber driver. And she is heavily into the Swarovski crystal product placement. Front and center. Ooh, look at this shit. I'm holding it in the least subtle way possible. It's a crystal earring. She puts it on. Oh, fuck this song. I hate this song. Pitbull calls out to her. Now there's a whole chandelier of crystals, just in case we didn't know what she was selling. The branding on the box wasn't enough. No. Here's a chandelier. Jen sings something about a new generation. It's hard to tell. It's been put through a pitch shifter so many times. She sounds a bit like a robot. There's some person in sparkly makeup. Swarovski have really bought this whole thing, haven't they? Yeah. Jen calls out to party people. Pitbull calls out to Red One. Jen introduces us to her party people. Ironically, from lying on a couch.
Yeah.
She's in the royal box above the party, where the party people are, underneath a giant Swarovski crystal chandelier. If she's going to hock her box, I might as well give her a hand. She's got mouths to feed. Swarovski! Pitbull tells us that he's loose. And I'm not surprised, actually. He does look like a power bottom. He's sitting in a leather chair surrounded by barely dressed women in too much glitter body paint. Jen dances as Pitbull says donkadonk over the most generic collection of Eurotrash house ever assembled. Jennifer dances alone in a giant sparkly spiderweb onesie like she accidentally walked through some fabulous cobwebs. Jen gyrates about in chairs and on walls and tells us we need to get on the floor.
Yeah.
Some people have heeded her call, so I guess she's starting some kind of disco cult now. Apparently we need to put our drinks up. J-Lo's cult obeys. Jennifer and Pitbull yell a travel itinerary on another, and we see a bunch of people sitting and pouting because they've not been invited to the floor cult.
No, they don't have Swarovskis.
Jen wanders across the floor, moaning the lambada, along with a melodeon, which is a crime. And I'm reporting her to The Hague. Her cult all gyrate obediently at her feet. Jen sings the lambada on the podium, dancing vigorously, and the cult joins in. Pitbull's clearly touched up the nude women near him because he's covered in glitter now. Has anyone checked his prolapse for glitter? He said he was loose. I'm worried about the structural integrity of his ring. Jen instructs her cult to clap their hands and they obey.
Yeah.
She invites criminals to her cult and then has to quickly do some product placement for Crown Royal Risky. Then she and Pitbull shout their itinerary to the cult, who've no doubt taken this on board as some kind of litany. She instructs us to drink a little more. The cult obeys and dances. Pitbull is wearing sunglasses inside, I suspect because he got some glitter in his eye. And that is On the Floor.
Do you reckon she instructs Ben with this song? You need to drink Dolola and you will like it. Now clap your fucking hands.
Put your drink up, Ben.
We're going to Africa. Goodness sake.
It's this song is a lot.
It's a lot, but I feel like we're going to have different opinions on it.
We're going to have very different opinions.
Drank that Kool-Aid and I am
You
part of the cult.
are in the cult.
And I love this song. I wrote one line, which is iconic. That's what I wrote for this song. I don't mind Robot Low. Rolo.
Look, is someone blowing into a melodeon? Like, the blow-in piano thing. Like, that's what it sounds like, is playing the lambada. Like,
It's Beyonce from the side.
This song is cursed. It's a hit by committee. It is a bunch of cheesy Euro house riffs.
Yep.
Mindless sayings like on the floor, put your drinks up, clap your hands. A list of countries.
Yes.
It's a list. Like they're just shouting a list of countries to each other. This is catchy. It's dancey. It's an unmitigated soulless mess.
And I love it.
Don't want to hate it because it's actually kind of fun, but it's so calculated and needy. I can't deal with it. Like it's pop and it's fun and it's Euro and it's trashy, but it's J-Lo and it's Pitbull and they're just shouting bullshit at each other and it means nothing. And I don't know how to feel about it. And it's a lot.
I would like another glass, Jen. Put that
More
Dolola me in the floor.
Dolola.
Yeah, look, it is, but I think it's the best. Do you know what it is? I think when other people were doing this shouting of countries,
yes,
this was the best one.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, well, and J-Lo can mean it because she can actually afford to go to these places. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah.
I mean, Pitbull is Mr. Worldwide. He's got an excuse to just shout the names of countries and for no good reason.
This is the kind of vapid stuff I want them doing.
Yeah,
because then they're not doing serious stuff.
That is true. That is true.
And you know what? I will say the video. If I had to go to a club ever again, I want to be couch low.
Oh, couch low looks like so much more fun than the actual J-Lo leading the hordes.
Yeah,
of the
I would like to
cult.
lay down.
Yeah,
and have
with a great big bun on her.
Yeah, fabulous.
She looks amazing.
Yeah,
she always looks amazing.
I know. That's all I need.
It's a given.
That's what I want from my J-Lo.
I don't understand what's going on. Like it feels like. Have you seen that TikTok of "This is every European dance track"?
Yes.
This is that song.
That's true. Yeah, but do you know what? I love all those other tracks too. Yeah, I'm here. I talk to you. That's my jam. Yeah, all about it. Coco Jumbo, absolutely.
So what percentage of the song do you think she sang in the I'm Real stakes? High, low, mid, low, low, low?
I've gone for a mid to high with the help of the auto-tune.
Oh, so much auto-tune.
Yeah, but I think it is her.
It's definitely her.
I don't really hear anyone else.
But Cuck's been riding the pitch shifter like no one's business.
I would,
and ProLo or no?
Firm ProLo.
Yeah.
I'm ProLoing all over this.
Yeah, no, I'm a mid-low and a no-low. It's too grasping. It's a whiteboard of ideas. But I enjoyed it. And then I heard it again, and I was like, not twice.
That's what's going to happen with this whole album, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're like, I liked this when I first said it, and then I remembered.
Oh no, they're all
I am curious about this album.
Spoiler alert: there might be one or two that I enjoy.
This album, I'm the most interested about
my reactions. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it was like I wanted to like it because it was trying so much to be a hit, and then I was like, it's trying too much. Like, it's the fucking lambada, Mike. Like, why? I didn't need to hear that tune ever again.
Really? I didn't know it.
Oh, you don't know?
So now I do. Thanks to Beyonce belting it out from the side.
Everyone's had a go at that song. It was tedious before J-Lo got her hands on it. Oh dear. All right, are you ready for our number 2?
Yes.
A steaming number 2 is called Good Hit, which is a good song for if you want to have a hit.
I told you there was hits. Just like Mariah.
This one is not. It's written by Terrius, The Dream Nash,
Okay.
and C. Tricky Stewart. Produced by The Dream and Tricky and Car Carroll. And there is a short video version of this that the director referred to as a viral, which I guess means unfinished. Or not the whole thing.
Yeah.
So do you want a fabnopsis of that?
Yes, okay. You ready?
Yeah.
A fabnopsis. It's a half of a video, but it's not really a fabnopsis.
Jen is a teacher with a big stick. And she's teaching 500 hours of beauty. Uh-oh, we don't know her. She's also a student wearing lingerie and leopard print stockings. And she and all her fellow students all have cordless hairdryers. Yeah. Red cordless hairdryers. Can't tell whether this is an ad for hairdryers or undies. Jen and the other students all storm out of the class and dance down the corridor in sunglasses. Or maybe it's an ad for sunnies. How do they know which Jen is the teacher? Oh, she's wearing a skirt. Student Jen's just in her undies, right? Mm-hmm. If this is meant to be product placement for any of this crap, it's a bad idea because she's yelling a lot of other brands into the auto-tune. Am I hearing things, or are her vocals mixed up a bit higher in the video version?
Oh.
That's all there is to it.
My favourite part is that you mentioned the 500 hours. So this whole thing gave me like an epiphany.
Yes.
Of two things. One, I need a TV series.
Yes.
Where J-Lo is the teacher of a beauty school, like this actual video, and young Mariah comes in, and it's called 500 Hours.
Yes.
And we get every damn hour that Mariah is there. And it is the prequel to their feud.
Yes.
And we find out why. What happens because they start so close.
Because, of course, J-Lo is the teacher because she's
so much older. And I mean, if there's one thing we know that J-Lo would excel at, it's beauty school.
Yes.
Let's be real.
It would be amazing.
And the funny thing about this song, I should hate it. I really should.
Oh, yeah.
I said Fab will hate the autotune, but I will give it the credit that it's so obvious even for Jen.
Oh, yeah.
That I do think it's a T-Pain choice.
Yes. T-Pain. It's a tricky choice.
It is. But there is something about this that is, the video was trashy hot. I was like, this is the trashy J-Lo that I want. Mm-hmm. And she mentions I Love Lucy.
I know. She mentions a lot of things.
And now I love it.
She's like there is like... At least the list in this is fun stuff.
Yes.
It's not just a list of itinerary.
Yes.
It's not just places that I might turn up if I go on a holiday.
So I feel like this is probably a song that should have been put in the bin. But then I've gone up to it and gone, ooh, I Love Lucy and Jen with hairdryers. I love this song. So now I love it.
I think this was from the previous album. I think this was part of... Because Louboutins was
yes,
Tricky
that's
and the
right.
Dream.
Yes.
So I think this is from the original Love.
Yeah.
From when it was with Sony.
Yeah.
Because she rescued some of it. Apparently... At one point, she had 20 songs, and she's like, "I can't put all of them on the album, but I want to because I can't choose what." And I think this is good. Because there are so many hits and shirts.
This one literally says "good hit" on it.
It's called Good Hit.
I can't throw that out.
I said, RoboGen is back. La, la, la. I don't hate this. It's very Gaga light.
Wow. I really thought you would hate this.
But the processed vocals and litany of brands gets a bit wearing after a while. The beat is urgent, and I think the production's fun. This is probably the best unreleased album track she's done in a while, rather than all that samey fodder.
Oh my God.
Because... she's trying something new.
Yeah.
It's not...
I agree. I loved this and I don't know why.
Because, if you know what? If this was an actual single, I probably would have been like, no.
Yeah, sure.
It's not enough. But because
it's not as commercial in a funny way.
Yeah, because it's not... it's like an album track. It's an unreleased track. Yeah, she made a video for it, but it was never released. Yes. It was never a thing. Yeah. It was just a promo.
And I want Jen with hairdryers in a classroom and the glasses on. That's what I want.
It was mad and fun. It's very silly. What did you think the vocals were in the I'm Real stakes? High, low, mid,
This
low?
is a harder one. I had to go kind of smack back in the middle because it is her, but the auto-tune is Carrie. And there are BVs, but we are meant to know that they're all there.
Yes.
If that makes sense. So it doesn't feel like we're not being hoodwinked.
Yeah.
So probably a slightly lower mid.
Yeah, I said low. Like, I think she's...
Because that robot is really...
That robot. Robo-Jen. I love Robo-Jen, but it's not actual Jen.
Yeah, turns out.
And I am controversially pro-Low because it has an originality lacking in the lead track.
Interesting.
All my pros and lows, for some reason, I've given a little headline.
Yeah, I literally thought of all the songs on this album, this would be the one that made you walk into the ocean, never to return.
No, that one is coming.
Oh, interesting. I wonder which one it is. I all the way pro-Low. Yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah, it's. I think because the lead track was so calculated and
this was like the quirky steps.
This is just like. Yeah, no, this is a list of things, but it's a list of weird things.
Yeah, it is, and that's what I like, that it's weird. It's a
so
weird
strange.
song, and I've never heard really anything quite like it.
No, and I appreciate it. Also, I don't think Tricky and the Dream have done amazing work with her, but this is good.
Yeah.
And, it follows on for
Good hit,
Louboutins, which
not
also
good almost hit.
I enjoyed. So I'm like, maybe they're doing something with her that we
Yeah.
can appreciate. On to track 3, it's called I'm Into You.
Yes.
Feat. Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Who's probably Big Wayne now.
Yeah. He's just Wayne. He's just Wayne.
Regular Wayne. Now this has quite the pedigree in the creation side. It's Tayo Cruz, Mikkel S. Erickson, Tor Eric Hermanson, Dwayne Carter. 2 of those you may know as the production team Stargate.
Oh, we love a Stargate.
Who have produced
Billy
this.
Piper.
And Ka Carol, obviously, doing all of her vocals because she has to hide away in a cupboard somewhere with someone. This was a single.
Oh.
This hit huge heights in the US of number 41.
Oh.
I know.
Top 50.
And in Australia, it hit number 45.
Top 50. We were thinking.
Having a thought. And there is, of course, a video.
All right. Fabnopsis. It's a generic on the beach Fabnopsis.
Hot man on the beach. I'm sold.
I know. I was like, ooh.
Jen has glasses on and does some Orcs product placement for a can of Coma Unwind. A drink that has melatonin in it, so it's like anti-Red Bull. It's meant to put you to 9 eyes. The FDA in the USA does not approve of melatonin as a food additive and have said it's illegal to sell this as a drink. Fun times, Jen Lo. Way to promote something illegal.
Do you think she's accidentally gotten into some pyramid schemes?
I think so.
And she's like, I've got to sell the fucking stacks out the back. Ben won't drink it.
Anyway, hot man. Jen wears a dress and occasionally goes black and white. Jen lies on the hot man on the beach like he's a human divan.
Yeah.
Then she puts sand into his jocks. So there's a lot of beach frolicking in colour and black and white. Then Jen with blow-dryer hair walks in a Mayan pyramid wearing a rope bodice. Jen flounces in a big snakeskin print dress. Little Wayne does his thing, but Jen wouldn't fly him to this beach. So she decides to mime some of his rap for him.
Yes! I know, bless her.
Look, we can't blame her. She doesn't know which bits of the song are meant to be her.
Is that me or is that Lil Wayne? Gosh, it's hard to tell.
Is that the person I'm meant to be miming for? Well, I don't know. Who's me? Which
I
one's
sound
me?
good here.
I
Yeah.
said, no, I'm good here. I can rap. She's got a shiny, reflective Meccano set dress now. Oh no, annoying dance break among pillars. Jen's roped in a pair of dancers to help her and then dumps them to go back to the chorus about the controller and Clover. This is ordinary.
I do love that she shoehorned a different song in.
I know.
I mean talent. That's what that is.
Yeah.
I will say the curls, one of my favorite hairstyles on Jen. The big curls. I was
Big
like,
curls
this
are
is
great.
I mean, she's gorgeous at any time,
Yeah.
but I was like, big curls are doing it.
And I mean, look, I think I prefer Mariah with the many unseen hair dryers going on. But Jen, it's okay when she does it.
Look, she's Milli Vanilli at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you're going to have someone be Milli Vanilli,
So Milli Vanilli.
it can be Jen with her hair. I do agree. The Love Controller lyric is a miss.
Yeah.
It's concerning. But the song itself, I kind of like. I thought it was a little bit... I was surprised, like, when it being a single, I was like, I kind of thought this might have been a minor hit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I really had nothing bad to say about it.
I was like, look, the lyrics are fun. Little Wayne's having a good time.
Yes. Jen's even singing her BVs. I could hear her in the background. I was like,
Weird.
what?
Love Controller is mad,
Yeah.
and then it's 4-leaf clover.
Because she's on the pyramids. They're in Ireland.
I like that her vocals are being layered.
Yes.
But there's still far too much autotune for a song that's not making a feature of it.
Sure.
Like, it just comes in, like, you're like when in the last song, it's like, this is an autotune song. This is one of those songs where autotune is all the way through. We're pitch shifting like crazy because it's fun. And this song, it's like, occasionally she drifts into it. It's like, yeah, she wouldn't come back and do another take, so we had to fix it.
Yeah. Well, she did sing 2 layers. Yeah, well, so she's like, I can't do that again.
Yeah.
I've worked double hard on this one.
You know what I found weird is that she's using that pitchy voice that normally drives me crazy. Yes. But they've auto-tuned it to a point where it's like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah. I think Cuck knows how to fix her voice in post.
And I think also, no matter any of the auto-tune on this album, it's still nowhere near as abrasive as the last album.
Well, yeah. There was so much in that. So I'm Real. What percentage did you give this?
I was like, you know what? I think this is a lot of her with the autotune, because even, like I said, the BVs do sound like her. I was like, okay, so it's either her or someone who sounds like her.
Yeah. I said mid-low because there was some fiddling.
Sure.
Like, I consider, high-low is when you can tell they haven't touched it.
Sure.
For me.
Yeah.
So for me, this is mid-low. And where did you go? Pro-low or no-low?
I have pro-low on this one too.
I am controversially or. I know.
I've
never gone all before.
Yeah, I kind of know what you mean because I can see where that how that
it's
would
like
fit.
The song grows on you and it's just mindless enough to be unannoying.
Exactly.
Which is like it
doesn't have its own DNA, but it's fine.
It's not its own thing, but it's not horrific. It's not one of those horrific messes from down the bum end of their last few albums.
Yes.
It's fine. I mean, it was a single, so it should be better than all of those, but it's not. But it's just, I've never gone all before.
This is fun.
I was confused.
Yeah. Oh, what anyway, both. I can see both.
I audit. Under track 4, what is, in brackets, love, ? So technically the title track, but not quite. I was going to
say, I appreciate that at least now we see where the question mark comes from.
What is love? This is written by Diana Gordon, nee Winter, formerly Winter Gordon. You remember Winter Gordon?
Yes, I do.
Song? And Ernst Emil II, who produces under the name DeMille or DeMille, with Cuck Harrell. And Winter Gordon now writes exclusively as Diana and mostly with Beyonce.
Interesting.
In fact, I think wrote most of Lemonade.
Okay.
So I said this was more relentless auto-tuned regularity. I suspect that not only did Diana nee Winter Gordon write a lot of this song, she may have sung a decent amount of it as well.
Maybe I'd have to go back and listen.
Like a lot of the background vocals in the chorus are very not her. The choruses do have a playfulness that I enjoyed, but that's more in melody and lyric. The vocals are all over the place. I think there's a decent song in here, but many of the production choices are questionable. It's fine.
I had similar feelings to this with Good Hit, where I said I should hate it, but I don't. I think what it is, I really related to the lyrics.
Yes.
And I also think that Jen would relate to the lyrics. And I think that's where I forgave some of the... It's almost a bit tentative.
Yeah.
Like, she almost knows she can't quite nail it, but she's trying anyway.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
So I think the song, without these lyrics, it would probably be a no-low.
Yep.
But even with the autotune and all that sort of stuff, I don't know, there was something that felt that it fitted her.
Yeah.
And I felt like I got it. So thanks, Winter.
Yeah.
For that. But I thought it was one of the few times in her whole discography where I don't know, I felt like she did connect to it even if she didn't have the chops to pull it off.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I did like it.
I know. Although when you think, if you imagine Beyonce singing this, you're like, oh my God, what a fucking corker of a song.
But again, I don't feel that it would be appropriate for Beyonce.
I don't think
lyrically.
it would suit Beyonce.
No.
Yeah. I think Beyonce would have rewritten it for her.
Yes, true.
Yeah. So how do you feel? I'm Real, but what percentage?
Yeah, this is sort of low to mid-low.
Oh, this is
I was like, she's there, but there's a lot of help.
She's barely turned up.
But interestingly, I'm pretty sure this was the closing song in the backup plan.
Ah, yes, it was. It was
going,
meant.
what is
yeah,
this song?
This was the one that was leaked.
Sure.
And Winter, now Diana Gordon, was furious about it, and she's like, "The version is much better. This is not the way it's meant to be heard. I really like this song." And yeah, they may not have finished it in the end because it was leaked.
Yeah, that can make sense.
And are you ProLo?
I am. It's a little lighter than the previous ones, but I think just the song itself.
Yeah.
I was like, I like this. Is nice.
Yeah. I'm a firm or.
Great.
Again, I'm like,
That's basically infinity.
Gordon's done better work. Like,
I don't think it's anyone's best
lemonade.
work.
But it's okay.
Yeah, and I think it's earnest is probably the word I would use, which you don't always get.
You don't always get.
And it's not,
especially on the same album
so.
with a list of places to go on holiday.
Especially in any J-Lo.
Well, that's true.
And it's not it's not Dear Ben.
It's
it's like,
Ben. We never need to live through that again.
Get the fuck out of our podcast.
Get the fuck
Get the fuck out of our podcast.
Get the fuck out.
Just walk away.
Walk away.
You tacky regular bitch.
Regular.
Get the fuck right out of my face.
Regular bitch. Oh, we are almost home, and I don't know what's going on. What happened to my heart full of hate?
I
hated the song that you loved. So we started.
I think it was the hair dryers.
I started as I meant to go on, and then
You're
I dried out my heart. I got too much blow wave. Anyway, we've got more love in the next episode here in the Regularverse. I can't like any more of it, surely.
I don't know. You might be replacing that question mark with an exclamation point.
No.
Maybe.
No.
Or even just a full stop.
All right. We'll see how we go.
We'll see.
Bye, Lamely.
Bye, Lamely.
Me.